we go. Either way, I got to keep it all full screen just to make sure the volume's okay at first. Electronic Arts presents. I have it on mute.
Hello and welcome everyone to EA Play 2020.
Andrew Wilson, I know
We're
him.
happy that you're joining us today. Over the next 45 minutes or so, we've got so much for you,
45
including
minutes.
creative, innovative, and really fun new games, and a lot of news to share. But before we get into the show, I'd like to take just a minute here. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to first responders, medical staff, and essential personnel. This has certainly been a challenging year. From natural disasters like the bushfires in my home country to the devastating COVID-19 pandemic, these brave heroes are working to keep us safe and healthy at every turn. I also want to thank our teams for their amazing dedication while working from home. What you've been able to achieve is nothing short of inspirational. We are also deeply thankful to all of you, our players. Even when we've had to stay physically apart, billions of you are using games to come together to play and do amazing things for each other.
I mean, this kind of stuff, I guess, is
You've
nice,
shown why
but,
this
you
is
know,
truly
if you want to
the
really
greatest form
prove
of
you care about your
entertainment on the
employees, you know, the proof is in the pudding.
This is also a critical time for the
Words,
movement to end
words from
racism and
corporate
racial injustice in this world.
Overlords.
Black lives matter, and there is much to be done to drive real and meaningful change.
I mean, it's good. It's good that they say this stuff for sure.
A couple of weeks ago, we shared some actions that Electronic Arts is taking. We will not rest on this. It's a long-term commitment. We're here for players of every color, background, religion, and personal preference. We will continue to build strong representation in our games, and we are focused on making our communities fun, inclusive, and positive places to play.
It's good that they're saying it, but the thing is, a lot of times with these companies,
we also have real work to do to bring greater diversity
you
into
got to see
our
what they
company,
actually do as
and we
opposed
are
to say,
committed to doing that work.
you know.
Today, we're here because of the power of games. Games bring us together. They can make our lives better.
Everybody
they can
says that.
teach us.
Okay.
They can provide escape and self-expression. And most of all, games can be fun. All of us at Electronic Arts believe in that, and it's why we're excited
They
to get
can
up
be fun,
every
unless
morning
we
to make great
make them.
experiences
No, I'm just
for all of
kidding.
you. So thanks for being here with us. And now, let's get into some games.
Let's do it. It's in the game. EA Sports. It's in the game. All right.
What's up, everybody? I'm Greg Miller, and welcome to EA Play. We had an
weird.
incredible show in LA planned for you. Huge stage, massive setup, these giant monitors. I was gonna fly in.
I remember this guy from last year.
I was gonna land the X-Wing on stage. I was gonna set off a bunch of fireworks. Then what? T-shirt cannon, bam, shooting out game consoles. Then Carol Baskin, some tigers. That last part was all me. Then, because of circumstances beyond our control, we had to come up with something a little different. Instead of LA, I'm in my hometown of San Francisco, but we still have the Tigers. What's that, James? No Tigers. So you lied. Oh, all right. I'm being told there are no
Okay.
Tigers, but whatever. We're still gonna bring you the EA Play you know and love. Huge surprises, big announcements, incredible reveals, and never-before-seen gameplay. Coming up over the next hour, we've got game reveals galore,
45 minutes or an
world
hour?
premiere
Which
trailers
is
of
it?
new titles, some old favorites making a comeback, a look at a new way Star Wars fans can live out their greatest fantasies this year, plus a sneak peek at the future.
Okay.
Oh, and pay close attention because today you could win one of thousands of Steam codes for more than a dozen great EA games on Steam.
Cool.
Throughout the show, keep an eye out for discreetly placed golden letters.
What is this? Oh my god.
Write them down as they appear, and at the end of the show, we'll tell you where you can enter that secret code for a chance to win free games on Steam. So don't go anywhere.
Jacket is
Who am I kidding?
interesting.
None of us can leave our houses. But enough talking. Let's see some games. Up first, we're headed to the Outlands. That's right. It's Apex Legends time.
Oh, Apex Legends. I will go to full screen when we get some stuff that I find really interesting. Because I can't get my chat going right now for some reason in full screen. I don't think.
Hey Apex fans, the battle just keeps getting bigger. Thanks to you, Apex Legends is coming off its most successful, most epic season yet, and we're just getting started.
I played a little bit of Apex. I
Season
enjoyed
4
it.
saw
But
more of you
I
jumping
prefer
into the fight than
solo
ever
battle
before,
royale
and
experiences.
you've kept that amazing momentum going forward, making Season 5 the biggest and best start to a season ever.
Took out an enemy. Hold on to your holograms.
It has nice movement. It
We
has
hope
nice
you've been enjoying
flow.
Season 5, Fortune's Favor, which has seen the introduction of our latest legend, Loba, a major map change to Kings Canyon, rest in peace, Skulltown, an all-new ranked series, and a ton of quality of life updates.
Sorry.
But it's about to get even better. Today, I'm here to tell you about what's coming
kinda
next
let
to Season
down
5 with our latest collection event, Lost Treasures.
By the
Take a look.
powers they give the characters. I thought they were underwhelming personally. You know, especially coming off of hundreds of hours of Overwatch with the powers.
Adventurers.
So fun.
Raiders. Explorers. They risk everything in search of fame, fortune, and answers. Few find what they're looking for.
Normally when I do a
But if they
YouTube
survive,
trailer react, I have it
They
on
might
full
walk
screen,
away
but
with
we're streaming it
lost
today.
Treasures.
Lost Treasures.
I'll high-five you all when I see you. Mobile respawn beacon here.
My synapses are firing again. Check yourself or wreck yourself.
Really?
Hey, thanks. I owe you one.
Do people still say that? And it was like,
Guns? Who needs guns? I don't need guns.
check yourself before you wreck
I know
yourself.
what I'm looking for. I won't walk away without it. 너를 찾을 거야.
Okay. Fortune and Favor. Fortune's Favor, Season 5.
It's me. Be careful. He's watching you.
Coming June 23rd. That is really soon. I don't know if that's a new
As you
thing.
just saw,
I
the
haven't been
Lost Treasures
following
Collection
Apex.
event brings with it a ton of great content, including a new limited time mode, Armed and Dangerous Evolved.
Armed and Dangerous. I know that
It's the
movie
return
with
of
John
a fan
Candy and
favorite,
Eugene Levy.
Snipers and shotties only, but with a twist.
Sending
Shotties.
out my decoy.
All armor is Evo armor, and we're removing all of the respawn beacons across the entire map. Don't worry though, you'll still be able to bring back your teammates
That
with the
character's
help
kind
of
of
a
annoying.
new item, the mobile respawn beacon.
I mean, he's supposed to be annoying, but
You'll have one of these in
You
your
know.
inventory at the start of each match, giving you the power to choose when, and more importantly, where you bring your teammates back into the battle.
that's kind of
Lost
cool.
Treasures also
Oh, no.
introduces a new town takeover, Crypto's Map Room, which gives players a closer look at what motivates this drone-wielding hacker. And of course, the Lost Treasures collection delivers a bunch of exclusive content you can earn by completing challenges, as well as all new event-exclusive cosmetic items and the introduction of your boy Mirage's heirloom,
Your
which
boy.
is
Do
fittingly
people
a
like
trophy
him?
of himself.
Oh, that's pretty
Excited to see
cool.
you all in the ring. Don't worry, there's plenty of me's to go around.
That's cool.
And the best part is you don't have to wait that long. Lost Treasures drops on Tuesday, June 23rd.
So is that a new
And
announcement?
that's not
If
all
so,
Apex
that's
fans. The battle
cool.
is expanding.
Not a
That's
strong
right.
start to the
This
show,
fall,
though,
we're
so
bringing
far.
Apex Legends to Steam. And I know you're hoping, wondering, praying. So before you ask, yeah, crossplay is coming to Apex this fall.
Nice. Well, they did. I mean,
It's been one of the biggest requests we get.
I think it's
and
the
we're
only
thrilled to finally
event thus
deliver it to
far
our
that
fans.
actually opened with talking
What am
about
I
what's going
forgetting?
on right now.
Oh yeah, one last thing. Let's make it
directly.
official.
Sony didn't, and I don't think Microsoft did.
We're huge fans of Nintendo here at Respawn.
Switch.
And we are incredibly excited to be bringing Apex Legends to the Switch this fall.
Okay.
And we'll share more
okay.
details in the months ahead. So that
Okay.
means you'll be able to squad up no matter where you and your friends prefer to play.
Switch
Xbox,
is turning
PlayStation,
out
Switch,
to be more.
or on the PC via
powerful
Origin and Steam. We're throwing out a lifeline and filling the
than
divide
we
between the
expected.
platforms.
You're getting
On
Overwatch
behalf
it.
of the
You got
entire
Doom,
Apex team,
right?
we
I
want to
think
thank
on
our
it.
incredible
I think.
community. Your passion for the game is truly inspiring. We look forward to seeing you all in the arena. And don't
Okay.
forget, check out Lost Treasures on June 23rd.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh man, that was amazing. I think I'm hyperbole. I think I'm Hyperman. I've had a really good time here.
I don't know. Do people like that character? I haven't really played enough of this game to like to know his character, but he seems pretty insufferable to me.
Sul, everyone.
Hello.
One thing I admire about Apex Legends is its commitment to having
Sims?
such a diverse range of characters. At The Sims, we've always believed representation and diversity in games is critically important, perhaps now more than ever. It's difficult to put into words just how meaningful it can be to see yourself reflected in the games you play. So, here to tell you in their own words are a few members of our Sims community.
Okay.
It's a very interesting thing to explain.
It feels empowering, actually, and very moving.
It really taught me a lot. The importance of just like keeping relationships good with people.
It's probably like the only place where I was
They're going
open.
hard into this
They get to
angle.
see
It's
my
almost
personality
what
first
Bethesda was doing
before seeing
the last
my
couple of years.
disability, I guess you could say.
I found myself to be the only black child in my school. I was discriminated, I was bullied. My skin tone, my height, and my teeth.
First realized that I was trans, and I was like praying to God to undo it. I have this world where I
This is
can
cool.
express
I mean, you
myself
know.
and be myself.
Where I come from, who I am, the color of my skin.
Doesn't hurt to
who
listen.
I'm attracted to, let any of that get in the way. It was no barriers.
No matter where I was or what I was going through,
like to
I
cover
had
their
my
ears,
safe
but I
place.
don't want to
This
hear it. I don't
is
want to hear it.
plausible. This is a future you can have.
It was almost like I was peeking into the future, and I didn't know it at the time, but it gave me hope.
It gave me a sense of hope that I could build a life that looked like that.
The Sims is almost like a utopia.
It's gonna make a lot of
what
people
I
uncomfortable
hope
here.
Our world eventually becomes.
As I
Which
got
is
more
silly, of
comfortable with
course,
my
but, you know.
character in the game, I got more comfortable with myself.
I play to build me.
I play to express myself.
I play to make a difference.
I play
The only
to
thing
feel
I
good about myself.
wonder about.
I play to have confidence.
This is a huge
have me
corporation.
Fuel my creativity.
It's more than just a game. It's creating your life.
Is this an exploitative marketing decision? I don't know. And I also wonder if they don't have a lot of games to show. Maybe this is sort of the angle. It's like, well, we don't have a lot of games to show today, so we're gonna focus a lot on this. That could be it too. I don't know.
As you just saw, there are so many reasons why I am proud to be part of the Sims global community. We want the Sims to be a place of unity and hope, a place where you can be your authentic self and build your vision for our shared world, a place to imagine what's possible. To our Simmers, thank you for everything you've
Simmers?
done
Is that what they're called?
to make your communities, virtual and real, a better place. Now, I know some of you tuned in hoping for some Sims news, and we'll have plenty to share as the summer goes on, but we do have one announcement for you.
Okay.
We'll be welcoming players on a whole new platform as The Sims 4
Switch.
arrives on Steam today.
Steam.
Take a look.
All right, that's the only news we get. Was it not on Steam before? I don't know. I did a few episodes of a Let's Play on this on Xbox. It was on Game Pass, so I figured why not. And I certainly played the older ones before. You know, they're good, they're fun games. But so far, this is not a great event, my friends. I don't think that's a hot take. And I can definitely tell the angles they're going for in the marketing here. It's pretty obvious. So yeah, okay.
Hey everyone, Alex here from the social team, and joining me today from our community team is Freeman.
Hey folks, yes, we're here to tell you that it's not just The Sims 4 arriving on Steam today. 5 more great EA games, including Titanfall 2, A Way Out, and Dead Space 3, are all playable right this second.
And when EA Access arrives on Steam this fall, you can get all those great titles and a ton more with your membership.
You can also expect to see our new releases on Steam too. One of the first arrived just a short while ago with full mod support via Steamworks.
The critics love it, and we know you will too. This is Command & Conquer Remastered.
I do want to play this game. I really want to play this. Like, this came out of nowhere for me. I didn't even know it was coming. But I actually really do want to play the Command & Conquer Remaster. I'm hoping it comes on Game Pass. But then again, on console, it'd be kind of weird, huh? I did watch a little bit of Giant Bomb playing it. Gerspin. And man, it makes me crave some CNC, man. I love it. The cutscenes, it's such a great classic, you know, war strategy game.
Welcome back, Commander.
It's silly, it's fun, it's well done.
And Steam isn't the only platform getting some love.
And you just don't get
We'll
these
be
games
bringing
anymore,
games to
really,
more
like, you know?
platforms than ever.
You can expect
Warcraft
7 new
III
games
Reforged was the
coming to
last
Switch
one?
in the next 12 months, including Burnout Paradise coming
it
tomorrow
reviewed poorly?
and Apex Legends later this year. And we're bringing crossplay to many of your favorite games too, starting with Need for Speed Heat and continuing with some new titles being revealed later in the show.
It's all about giving you the freedom to play what you want.
I bet they
where
wish they
you
went
want,
before
and
Sony's
with
event,
who you
huh?
want. It's about playing together.
Absolutely. Now, let's reveal some more games. Over to you, Greg.
Some more? We haven't revealed
Quick
any,
reminder to
really.
keep an eye out for those special
Not new ones,
golden
anyway.
letters hidden throughout the show. They could appear anywhere, and I mean anywhere, so keep your eyes open. Write the letters down as they appear, and once you've got the full code,
Okay,
you'll
it's
be able to enter
stupid,
for a
but kinda
chance to
funny.
win one of more than a dozen great games on Steam. So stay tuned and find out where to enter the code at the end of the show. Now, if you follow my content at all, then you know there's nothing I love more than buffalo wings and discovering inventive new games. Well, I don't have any buffalo wings, but I do have something just as tasty. Over the past couple of years, EA has partnered with the amazing studios like Hazelight and Zoink to give us such creative titles as A Way Out and Faye. Here to explain how they do it are a few of the talented developers working on the next wave of EA Originals.
EA Originals. Okay. Zoink.
Sometimes you just have this great idea of a game.
A lot of talking in this conference.
We wanted space for our studio's
What's this
creativity
music?
to flow free, so that we could try unconventional approaches to solving new ideas. There are times where you've got to like break past your own sort of mental blocks, even if that meant building a whole new kind of game engine.
We get to do the game we
This
want
guy.
to do. Nothing, and I mean nothing, comes into the game if it doesn't follow the vision.
This guy, if he's the guy I'm thinking of, he's
We can really push our ideas further
outspoken,
and bigger than we first imagined.
abrasive.
Let's find that magic.
And now for a deeper dive into what these developers are working on, we turn our spotlight on 3 studios. Up first is Hazelight and their mild-mannered, quiet leader, Joseph
There's
Ferris.
a P there, in case you didn't know. Oh, this is the guy. This guy I was telling you about. Okay, he's interesting. He's very abrasive. Like he was making a joke. He's mild-mannered.
Joseph Ferris.
This is good. I saw this happen. They're not gonna show it.
There are like passionate people, there are crazy people, and there's me.
He is pretty crazy.
Okay, can you swear here? Can you swear? Okay. The Oscars, you know? The Oscars! You!
No apologies there. Yeah, I know I'm cocky. I can't help it, man. I was born in Beirut, 1977.
Oh,
I
interesting.
lived there 10 years. There was civil war, and there was a lot of bad stuff happening there. We tried to move 5 times to Sweden. The 5th time they let us in. And that's lucky for Sweden, because I've given Sweden a lot, you know. My 3rd movie, Zozo, it's basically about my life when I came to
It's just a
Sweden
lot of
when I
people
was young.
talking in EA
I've
here,
done
but at
5
least
feature
he's
movies and
entertaining.
I've done 3 games, and it's way hard to make a game. It's almost like the audience have control of the pacing of the story, while in movies it's being paced for you.
He reminds me of
In video
David
games, there's
Cage,
so much to be
but
explored
opposite at
from
the
a
same
storytelling
time.
perspective because of the interactivity. There are some studios out there
Kinda
that
pretentious,
are
kinda
making
punk
games that have
rock,
good
but he's
stories, but they pretty much
more
have one mechanic they like
aggressive.
reuse all the time. The designers and the story writers are kind of like doing 2 different games. That's why I founded Hazelight, to keep pushing the boundaries of what is possible in games. That's what game number 3
He
from
talks the
Hazelight
same way
is
David
all
Cage
about.
does, like pushing the boundaries, making it more like movies.
The new game, It Takes
Okay,
Two,
here we go.
is a co-op action-adventure
He likes his
platformer
co-op stuff.
that will blow your f***ing mind away.
Okay.
The story starts out with a small family. Cody, May, that's the parents, and then Rose, the little daughter. So Cody and May are about to separate. Rose doesn't want them to divorce, so she creates 2 dolls out of wood and clay, and these dolls magically come alive and actually controls both Cody and May.
Okay,
And you
that's
could say
cool.
you're almost controlling their emotions. You're almost playing their emotions. There's even levels where we're actually making a mechanic for their emotions. So again, marrying the story and the mechanics. And I think for the players, that's gonna feel very new, different, and unique. They haven't played anything like this before.
Oh, come on. See, he talks like David Cage. He never played anything like this before. This could be huge.
Doesn't really have an ending. It has an ending, but that ending is that the roller coaster crashes and you fly into the sky and get up into space. And when you're in space, you're like, what the f am I doing up here? And then maybe you get back to Earth again. That's the best way to describe It Takes Two, actually.
Okay. We didn't see much about it. Sounds
wow,
interesting.
that was the best way to describe it. All right, Joseph, we love you so much. Thank you. Keep it up over there. The Oscars. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep this original train
sponsored by
rolling.
McDonald's.
And let's stay in Sweden. Of course, I'm a fan of both their delicious red gummy fish and their video games. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Klaus and Olav from
Not so
Zoink
much
Games.
PewDiePie, though.
Thanks, Greg. Welcome to Gothenburg.
He's from Sweden,
and,
right?
well, my home. Unfortunately, I didn't bring you any Swedish fish, but we do have some exciting news for you about our latest game. At Zoink, we've always been driven by love of rich visual storytelling and creating strange worlds that people can escape to. The weirder, the better, and I think my friend Olav would agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And for our next game, though, we
I'd love if
wanted
they
to
just
try
like
something
cut
a
after
little
that.
darker,
Yeah, absolutely.
Something
Cut.
out of a gothic fairy tale.
That'd be funny.
What started with a mood and some paintings grew into this eerie, strange world that feels like something out of a beautiful, twisted dream.
Tim
And that's
Burton
the
movie.
world of random.
Lost and Random is the story of Even, a little girl with a big heart and an even bigger temper.
Concept art.
After a horrible event that changes her life, she embarks on a dangerous journey through the world of random. But fortunately, she's not alone. Just like I have Olav, Even also has a crazy little weird friend thing with her.
Along her journey, Even discovers
You
Dicey,
too can have your
a
own
playful,
personal
loyal,
Olaf.
almost puppy-like dice companion that gives her the power to really change things in the kingdom of random.
Random. Lost in random.
Despite the name, in Even's world, randomness is feared, and a dark force controls every aspect of life, from where you live to how you act or what your favorite color is. It's a coming-of-age story set against the backdrop of a mysterious world, but it holds a modern message that's really relevant to our world right now.
I think we can all relate to the desire to try and control the chaos around us. With Dicey's help, though, Even learns the power in doing just the opposite. Embrace the randomness, accept the uncertainties in life, and you'll be surprised how far it takes you.
Imagine if you could
Very
change the course of
early
life
art
with the roll
here.
of a
This
dice.
is not
What
coming
would you
out
do?
till at least
Play it
2021.
safe or trust in yourself and take a chance? We can't wait for you to play and find out.
We're still a long ways from launch,
Yep.
but we hope you will join Even and Dicey on their journey next year. Until then, please enjoy this first look at Lost in Random.
Okay, maybe we'll see something here.
Welcome to Random.
Okay, he reminds me of Riff Raff from Rocky Horror. Yes. You better come in.
The world of random bends with the roll of one dice. A dice that has ruled this kingdom for generations, transforming the fates of people just like you. But what if I told you there is another dice with the power to change everything? Now, my friend, it's your turn to roll, to play the odds, and break the curse of random.
Oh, interesting. Okay, we're seeing some stuff here now.
You can't have the sweet without the sour.
Very Tim Burton-esque. Interesting.
No, Dicey. They should be scared of us. Right?
I feel like they should have opened this whole segment with this and then showed the concept art and talking. But maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, Lost in Random, not Lost in
Really
Random.
cool.
That looked
That's
that
look
looked
at
cool.
Lost in Random in man. Embracing randomness. I feel like I live that every day of my life. Ah! Do you know I was going to do that? You didn't know that.
Are
Dicey's
these
my
letters spelling
spirit
out
animal.
EA Play?
The
I
game's
have
out
not been
next year.
paying
But
attention.
for something that's blasting off a whole lot
Or is it
sooner,
gonna spell a-
take it away, Kevin Franklin.
A reveal. A big game reveal. So far this event's
At Final
pretty
Strike
bad.
Games, our team of experienced industry
Obviously.
veterans have worked on incredible multiplayer franchises. We are passionately focused on making great multiplayer games. That's why I am incredibly excited to announce that we have partnered with the talented team at EA to release our first ever title, Rocket Arena.
Okay.
As you'll see, we stay loyal to the name of the game. It's a rockets-only shooter that allows players to get into the action quickly and stay in the fight. We wanted Rocket Arena to be an awesome, competitive experience to play with friends. I think you're gonna love what we've got in store for you. Here is the all-new trailer of Rocket Arena.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Rockets away!
Let's kick this into gear. The trophy will soon be mine.
A little bit of an Overwatch
Wondered why
look to
life
it.
is
A little
so
bit.
good on Crater? Sure, we've got the beautiful beaches.
Cannonball!
Quality public transportation. And exotic destinations. Another victory! The people are courteous and friendly.
Jolly good for me.
And always happy to help
Is it
their
third
fellow
person?
citizens. Are you leaving already? But the real reason life is so good? We've got rockets.
Okay, heroes, but they all use rockets, I guess.
Let's hit the trail.
Maybe they have special abilities too. Dynamic maps. I did see that with the train. It's part of the map. That's cool. I like dynamic maps. Verse 3.
Hunger for battle.
So there might be some like aerial stuff going on, flying. Yep, signature abilities.
Turn your back on the water.
It is amazing how many games that Overwatch likely inspired directly.
I got speed to spare.
I'm not saying this is exactly the same, obviously, but
I'm here to rock it.
clearly people saw the success of Overwatch. Cool, that looks cool, man. I'm not a big multiplayer guy, but I do love
So
Overwatch,
as you just
and
saw,
that looks
rockets
fun.
are obviously awesome to blast all over the place. But in order to come out on top, there's a lot to master.
I want to know about the abilities, though.
You'll have a range of rocket-powered abilities to blast opponents out of the arena, and an arsenal of evasive moves.
Okay.
Rocket jump, rocket climb, and dodge to avoid getting knocked out yourself. Don't worry though,
Knocked
you're
out of
never
your
out of
what?
the action for long. Even when you're out, you'll fly right back into the fray. You'll also be able to really customize your own unique look and playstyle. Each of the 10 heroes available at launch have their own
10.
rocket-powered abilities. And as you play, you'll discover items that allow you to further refine each of your heroes' playstyles.
I don't know if I like that.
Plus, every character has 100 levels of progression that
Yeah.
unlock new cosmetics and rewards.
Cosmetics, okay.
All that and much more when Rocket Arena arrives on July 14th.
Oh, soon.
And there's plenty more content to come in our first season, which begins just 2 weeks after launch on July 28th, and brings with it a blast pass and a ton of free content, including new maps, in-game events, and a new playable character.
Is it free to play? I wonder.
Rocket Arena is a game meant to be played with friends, regardless of platform. That's why we're thrilled to announce cross-play support right from the start.
Love the push for crossplay. Big fan
So
of
grab
that.
your friends, regardless of their platform, and get ready to blast off.
Finally,
with Rocket
Sony's
Arena
coming around.
on July 14th on PlayStation, Xbox, Origin, and Steam.
Or not coming
And
around.
we'll be
PlayStation
sharing
is the
more
one
gameplay
holdout for a
right
lot of
after
this
the
stuff.
show
But anyway,
with the help of
not
some
on
great
PlayStation.
content creators. So check us out on YouTube at the link below.
It looks cool.
See you in the arena.
I'm curious about the abilities. I'm curious
Wow, that
about the
looks
pay
great.
model.
And hopefully
I'm
you've
curious
all
about
been
the
keeping
progression
track of the
because
golden letters hidden throughout the show
I-
and nearly cracked the code. Here's a hint.
Um,
It's not Kanye. Keep an eye out for the last couple of letters, and then at the end of the show,
These
we'll
kind of
reveal
games, I don't know if
where
I like
you need to go
progression
to enter the code at a
beyond
chance to win
cosmetics,
some great
because
games on Steam.
you can get into pay-to-win
Now, from the future
situations
of
with
Rocket
that, you
Warfare,
know?
we head to a different kind of battle. It's the real reason I didn't get any sleep last night, and if you thought you heard sleigh bells, that's because it might as well be Christmas in June. It's finally time to talk Star Wars Squadrons. Now, okay, I promise you we are going to get a first look at some brand new gameplay in just a moment. But first, for anyone who doesn't fully grasp why I'm so excited, earlier this week, EA and Lucasfilm dropped a trailer that literally gave me all the feels, chills, joy, excitement, and then more chills on top of that.
It was okay, trailer. Are they going to just show this trailer again? So a lot of people are saying that they're hoping this to be like TIE Fighter, X-Wing. We don't know. We don't know.
Seize that moment.
When the perfect shot makes history.
5 pilots.
Yeah, they're showing this trailer again. This is a good trailer, in case anybody missed it. There's a lot of unanswered questions. My hype level for this is, we'll see. We have a lot more we need to see. And obviously, when it's a company like EA, you have to always step back and think like, you know, let's wait and see. What was the release date again? October 2nd.
Wow.
Tiny
the
font.
8-year-old and all of us is celebrating and excited. The 37-year-old man on this couch is excited. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second year in a row, I have the honor and privilege of helping introduce a new Star Wars title. And here, to put the hype in hyperdrive, is none other than Motive's creative director, Ian Frazier. Hello, Ian.
Hey, Greg, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Happy to actually get to show this to people.
I bet. Now, in my copious notes I have on you, I'm told you are quite the Star Wars fan and have been a long time. How long have you liked Star Wars?
I've been a Star Wars fan for pretty much my whole life. I don't even remember the first time I saw the movies. And as a kid, there was a lot of different parts of Star Wars I loved. One of them was being a pilot, that idea of climbing into an X-Wing or a TIE fighter. So, you know, I played all the flight games in the 90s, and I got pretty obsessive about them. I'd pause, meticulously draw the insides of the cockpits and stuff. And actually, I dug up some of those drawings from my parents' attic over the holidays.
We're showing them right now to the world. This strikes me as above and beyond the normal level of Star Wars.
I say as I stream.
I think at Motive you'll find that quite a few people have that level of Star Wars fandom. When we started this project, I talked to a lot of people as they joined the team, and a lot of them had similar kinds of stories of things they'd done as kids. One of them even built a functional cockpit in his garage.
A lot of talking in this event. I mean,
that's fandom on another level. How do you guys go from being a fan, drawing what you see in the game, or building a cockpit in your garage?
Especially coming after the Sony event.
Well, I think that
which
fandom,
wasn't
just
perfect,
love of Star
wasn't
Wars,
an epic win like some clickbaits would have you believe.
But on top of that, of course, the team at Motive got a lot of experience working in Star Wars when they worked on Battlefront 2. And when Battlefront 2 wrapped up,
after
there was a really
Microsoft
small group of
before
us that were
Sony.
really into particularly the pilot experience.
Microsoft was still better than this event so far.
And we wanted to make
no mistake
something
about
new,
it.
something that really went all in on that part of the fantasy. And so we did kind of a grassroots initiative, or started a little passion project, and that ramped up into eventually what is the game we're going to show you today.
You talk about, you know, your passion for this, your nostalgia for Star Wars flight games of the past.
I mean, I do like hearing from
honor
developers.
That, but make something brand new.
But
it's been interesting. You know, we're trying to
gotta
kind of
couple
pull from
that
that
with
spiritual
showing
heritage
big
of many
stuff.
different games.
If you show
in that time
big stuff,
period.
you can then
At
have
the same
developers
time, we want
talk
to do something
more.
that feels fresh and new for fans today. And so what we've tried
this
to
feels
look
like
at is
filler.
sort of the spiritual core of what I think are the best of the Star Wars flight games of the past. And what they did that I love is that they made that part of the universe real. The level of depth and detail that they show in the ships, the way that you control them, is something that I remember fondly from my childhood, and is something that we're trying to do very much with Squadrons. You know, in real life, being a pilot is hard. It takes skill, and that's something that you'll see throughout the game. You know, as you start off playing, it's pretty straightforward, fly around, shoot your lasers, but as you get deeper into it, you start learning how to divert energy from your lasers to your engines, how to shift your shields from the front to the back to cover your butt in a dogfight. Or at the higher levels of skill, you could do really crazy stuff. Like you can boost your engines, fly ahead, cut them off, whip around 180 and shoot a missile off your own tail while drifting backwards. Like real ace pilot stuff.
I wonder
that's really where we have a lot of fun
arcadey this is
I
going to
do
be.
That. I want to learn how to do that. I understand the nuts and bolts of how to play it. Is there a single-player story? Is there a multiplayer mode? What are we getting into?
It's actually some of both. So the game starts with a brand new single-player story. Takes place a little bit after Return of the Jedi, and it has kind of a unique dual perspective approach to it. So when the game starts, you're going to create two pilots. You create a New Republic pilot and an Imperial pilot, and you're going to alternate between their perspectives mission to mission over the course of the story. You're going to meet a diverse cast of characters along the way, and also a few familiar faces. Now, when you're done with that story, and you played maybe a bit in the practice range, you say, hey, I want to try multiplayer, we want to make it really easy for you to hop online with your friends and play competitive space battles at that point. And so we've done a lot to try to reduce the barriers, to make it as easy as possible for you to play with your friends.
I think this is going to be arcadey.
We fully support crossplay. You could be on PS4, Xbox One, PC. You could be playing on a traditional display or in
it's
VR.
About time we're getting crossplay.
Fun fact, the entire game supports VR from beginning to end.
Ooh,
pretty
VR.
Cool.
Ooh.
But regardless of how you're playing, its platform,
cool,
they can all play together. Just hook up with your friend, connect, have an awesome space battle.
So what I'm getting from this
started my mind, man. Like I don't.
Is that
that's awesome. That is.
It's the single player is not going to be the main part of the experience.
Not too long, actually. Star Wars Squadrons is coming out on October 2nd.
Okay, not too long
what
at all.
I'm gathering from
this,
if
I'm
reading between the lines, is that
the next big ask I have on behalf of everybody watching, I'm sure, who came here for one specific reason. Can we see some new gameplay of it? Can we see any gameplay of it?
And I think the multiplayer is going to be very arcadey.
On behalf of everyone at Motive and the team at Lucasfilm, I am very happy to show you the world's first look at gameplay of Star Wars Squadrons. Enjoy.
All right, so let's see. Now, those are my takeaways from Between the Lines. Let's see if this changes my mind or reinforces it. Let's go full screen for this one.
The second Death Star is gone, but the Imperial fleet is still a threat. Vanguard Squadron, let's make history.
This is it, Titan Squadron. Everything we've done has led to this. Finish those Vanguard scum!
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Earn your wings in a single-player story spanning 2 factions.
All stations! Fire on that ship!
And master multiplayer battles as a squadron of 5. With the option
5v5?
to play the entire game in VR.
That's cool.
This is the definitive Star Wars pilot experience.
Well, that's a big statement. That's a big statement. Okay,
You'll begin your career in a single-player story.
Welcome to Titan Squadron.
Where you'll play as 2 combat pilots, flying for both the Empire and the New Republic.
I like that.
You'll experience this world through your cockpit. The instrumentation in front of you provides critical feedback about power management, targeting, and shields. With a squadron of diverse characters at your side, prove your skills on increasingly challenging missions.
Maybe it won't be so arcadey. Maybe it'll be
to the Nadiri dockyard.
a lot of complexity
One of
here.
my spies has linked the attacks with the New Republic Starhawk project.
The story of the 2 pilots you play
Stick together.
will shape the balance of power in the galaxy.
Get ready.
Let them have it.
So you're only going to be first person, I assume, because you need all those little dials and knobs.
To take the fight online, you'll need flight time with all 8 ships.
Oh.
Fighters are the most flexible and versatile, able to handle any situation. Interceptors are fast and highly maneuverable.
Let's
get it. A-wing.
Ideal for hunting down your opponent's starfighters.
That was kind of fun.
Support ships can keep
U-wing.
allies safe and stocked up.
Oh,
As well
interesting.
as disrupting enemy fighters.
That's cool. You have support classes.
Nice.
I like support
Bombers
classes.
are the heavy hitters, able to deal
Nice.
devastating damage to enemy flagships and starfighters.
But if you've got a preferred component and need something customized, I'll take care of it.
Unlock everything you need
as
to
many loot
customize
boxes
your
as you
pilot
can
and
buy.
starfighters simply by playing the game. From cosmetics to an
that's
arsenal of
cool.
over 50 components that alter how your ships fly, fight, and survive.
Oh, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like the progression more than
You
cosmetic.
can dramatically change your loadout depending on your squadron's strategy.
I don't know if I like that.
Finally got him. This will be critical in Star Wars Squadron's multiplayer modes. First up, dogfights. This is an all-out 5v5 battle.
Cool. This looks cool.
Fine-tune your loadouts to work as a team.
Moving in on the enemy.
Utilize components like tractor beams, turrets, and mines to slow down your opponents or set up your squad mates for the kill.
There might be a lot of complexity to this.
For teams looking for an even greater challenge, it's time to prove yourself in Star Wars Squadron's signature mode, Fleet Battles. Fleet Battles are multi-stage conflicts.
Like Battlefield, okay.
Solo or with friends.
So this might be like a Battlefield situation.
Compete against other players or AI as a squadron of 5.
Don't worry, I got him for you.
Meet your team in the social hub to solidify
What?
strategy, coordinate loadouts, and prepare for takeoff.
Social hub? Is this like a Destiny type situation?
First, push the front line by winning the dogfight in the center of the map. Next, attack or defend 2 medium-sized capital ships.
We've lost our capital ships.
And finally, the ultimate goal. Target and destroy the subsystems of your opponent's massive flagship and take it down.
Shields are disabled.
At each phase, your squadron either pushes the line forward or falls back to defend.
Keep our flagships safe.
Okay.
It's your squadron's choice of how to play.
I'm hit.
Speedy, unrelenting assaults.
Nice,
Stay
nice.
together, strike quickly.
Stealth and subversion.
Jamming the enemy.
That's cool.
Sensors can't spot you.
Or
Support.
brutal bombardment.
That ship is vulnerable. Take your shot.
We need to hurry.
I like the support classes in this.
A unified
I'm a
squadron
Lucio
is the
Mercy
key
main,
to
so.
victory.
And Reinhardt.
Let's make this count.
This is cool.
This is Star Wars Squadrons.
Okay, okay.
Join the galaxy's
Sort of
finest
gameplay.
and make your mark.
Certainly more than Valhalla.
Are the hope of this galaxy.
Assassin's Creed. All right, okay. That was a trailer. Let's get out of full screen here. That was a trailer, my friends. That looks cool, and I may be wrong about the lack of complexity. This one might be complex. I'm concerned about the progression.
What's up, everyone? It's your
of
boy
it.
Lamar Jackson. I'm excited to be a part of the EA Sports family and to be you guys' new man cover athlete. I can't wait to show you guys what we have in store for you this season.
Sweaty Jocks?
EA Sports, next level.
Yeah, Sweaty Jocks. Oh, sweat glands. Next gen 4K sweat glands. Give me all the sweat glands.
You feel that burst of speed?
It's like I'm lightning. In that moment, I'm untouchable.
What? They're like
I'm
superheroes.
not afraid of anything.
Not afraid to hit or get hit.
This game is my one true love. Makes me feel
What?
like somebody. I never thought I could rise to another way.
It's just me and the keeper.
My heart is like. Doom.
I can't.
Go.
I
You're a
can't.
hero.
And history carves your name.
Oh my god, it's so... You think Star Wars is nerdy, kids? Look at this. This is nerdy. Even I'm uncomfortable. Hey, to each their own. I don't like sports in real life, but I do play sports games sometimes. They're fun games. But this is silly.
I feel football in my heart.
Feel it in your hands.
What? Taste it.
Blood?
See the unknown.
Face my fears.
John Brady. Cheaters.
I want the real thing. I want that sweat dripping, shin splitting, hair raising.
Yeah, violence, blood. Take off their heads.
I want to remove the floodlights.
Remove their hearts from their still pumping bodies or something.
EA Sports. It's a game.
Jesus, man, what was that? I feel like I was assaulted.
Now,
Man, I need
that's
a cold
lot to
shower
look
after that.
forward to, but there's more. Here to tell us about the future of gaming is EA's Chief Studio Officer, Laura Miele.
Thanks, Greg, and thanks, Lamar. Welcome to the EA Sports family. There are great things to come from EA Sports for all of you, and that's just the beginning. As you've seen throughout the show today, our electronic artists are working hard to bring you more of the games that you want to play. Games like Star Wars Squadrons, Apex Legends, and Command & Conquer. These games all exist because of you. Your voices are heard, and we are acting on your feedback. Now, we've talked a lot about all the exciting games you'll be playing this year, but our studios are working even further out, creating new experiences,
exciting.
new stories, new gameplay.
These are words you
all
can
enabled
use.
by new console technology. And we're so excited about what's to come, we don't want to wait until next June to share what the teams are working
I'm being
on.
very snarky internet critic. But it was not a good event.
Generation shifts are an opportunity to push beyond the boundaries of gaming as we know it today.
Star Wars is good.
And this time is no different. Our studios are taking their crazy ambitious ideas and making them real. Criterion is known for how their games feel.
Dirt games, right? I think.
From superior physics to nuanced details of gameplay,
I think they do dirt.
This team hand curates the moment-to-moment experience. And with the new consoles this year, there will be a seamless immersion which will get you into the race in a matter of seconds. BioWare imagines and creates worlds where you become the hero of your own story. And we're using this next generation of technology to make those fantasy worlds your reality. For every console generation, DICE sets the bar for excellence in audio and visual presentation.
Well,
we are creating epic battles at a scale and fidelity unlike anything you've experienced before. At Motive, we are working on a highly ambitious and innovative new game that puts the power and creativity in your hands. And it's an experience that would have been impossible without next-gen technology.
Early. I like how they're showing that early.
This is just the beginning of the things we are working on.
Of whatever that is.
And there's so much more to come. The future of EA Studios is not just about new technology. It's about you, your voices, your ideas.
I kind of like showing that
we want to be where you come to play.
Stuff.
We want to make games for everyone.
You have to buttress that with
So please keep giving us your feedback
other
and
stuff.
let's build the future together.
That's done.
On behalf of all of our studios, thank you for joining us today.
Is that
before we sign off, there's just one more game we would love to share.
It ain't Titanfall 3,
Cousin
kids.
Darren, over to you.
Thank you. So the moment is here. We finally get to say,
we're back. We're doing it. Skate's happening. We're rolling. We secretly got together. It's the beginning.
No, it's
Skate
not.
Evolution.
No, it's not.
We've been waiting years, honestly, to make the right game at the right time with
it's
the
not.
right idea. And
You're lying.
I'm really, really pleased to say that we're here.
You're lying.
It is really early, but it takes a little while to find Cuz or wake him up.
Dude, harsh. Still, we've got a long way to go, but we're stoked. And this is just the beginning.
And seriously, we really can't wait to bring you guys in and have you be a part of it with us.
We want to thank you for your passion, your patience.
I don't believe
and all
it.
the support that you've shown, us to get to this point.
The comments.
It's amazing.
You know the
We
chat's
cannot
going
believe
crazy right now.
You commented this into existence. Amazing. Skate changed my life.
You commented this into existence, and they said it's
Skate
early.
forever.
They might have started. They may have started this.
Guys, we did it. We
after
brought
the
back
comments
Skate. Thank you to
for
EA.
Skate 3.
Thank
Like
you to
that's
Cuz.
possible.
Thank you to Darren. Thank you to you. Thank you to me.
But it was
a
joke, wasn't it?
I'm so happy in my heart rate. Is this what exercise feels like? Ladies and
This
gentlemen.
is what exercise feels like.
I
That was
can't
pretty
believe
funny.
it. Before we go,
Okay.
because I love you guys, here are the last letters of the secret code. If you think you've got the complete code, go to player.gg/EA and enter for a chance to win one of thousands of free games sponsored by player.gg. You can find the official rules and everything else over at player.gg/EA. Now, this has been an amazing experience, an amazing opportunity for all of us all over the world to come together and celebrate gaming. Thank you for being part of EA Play.
Well.
Until next time, I'll see you online, and it's been my pleasure to serve you.
Is that it? Okay. My thoughts, my initial thoughts on this event, not good. Not good. And I'm not just saying that because it's EA. I know a lot of clickbaiters. Hold on. I'm gonna get copyright struck. I know a lot of people say that because it's EA and they're like, EA sucks no matter what they do. That's not me. Okay? They put out some good stuff. They suck, but they put out some good stuff. This event was not good. By any metric. It was a lot of talking. A lot of fluff. Nothing. A lot of, just not old stuff. Stuff that's been around a while. Stuff that's way out there that they can only show like concept art or just talk about, like Skate 3. Skate 3 is obviously a big announcement. But the Skate 3 announcement feels like it's just there for OMGs in the chat and you know, internet buzz, memes, all that stuff, just to get people talking about it, because they knew they didn't have much here in the event. Which, I mean, I don't blame them for talking about it. They got to. And it's just weird, the fact that it's very possible that Skate 3 literally started in development after the huge comment train about Skate 3 and everything like that. So that's it, guys. That's all we got. That's the event. I'll talk about it on my podcast, because it's actually another episode I want to do. I just uploaded a recent one on my podcast, something else, talking about the PS5 Sony event, going through each game and my thoughts and everything. I also talked about the Microsoft event when that happened. So we're going to talk about this and another thing that I have planned out. But so just a quick impression. That's like, I mean, if I had to grade that just right now, I mean, you know, we're talking like, we're talking a D. Maybe less, maybe an F. I mean, that might have been a failed event, but you know, they did have the Star Wars game, and they did show a good amount of it, and not just because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. It did look really good. I actually went into this like very skeptical of this game, and I still am, of the Star Wars. I forget what it's called, Rogue Squadron, or whatever. But hearing what they talked about looked cool. The other game that looked cool was the Rocket game. That looked cool. Both those games, I'm a little worried about the progression systems, because they're not just cosmetic, they're focusing on abilities and stuff like that. And first of all, as a principle, I don't really love that, because I feel like it automatically inherently allows for pay to win, because you know they're going to have loot boxes, and now you know it's EA as well. That's worrisome. What else they talking about? Apex, people still like it. They talked about a bunch of developers like DICE and everything, and they just kind of remind you, hey, we got a lot of developers working on stuff. We just can't show you anything yet. You know, we got DICE and stuff like that, and they're obviously good developers, and they're working on stuff. We got BioWare, they're working on stuff as well. So they did that. What else did they talk? I mean, that's The Sims, like, coming to Steam, and other games coming to Steam. That was another thing they talked about. Okay. So really the highlights here, it's just Star Wars, and I think that's it. Maybe Skate 3, although I question how many people really do want Skate 3. I wonder about that. I think it might just be almost a joke or irony. Like it's just a thing that people are saying now because people say it. I know I've certainly said it in chat, like, we're Skate 3, joking around. I don't know. I never played a Skate game. I played Tony Hawk games. Skate ones look cool. I intended to play them. But I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I will put this up on YouTube. I might chop it up into little sections and stuff like that. But that was rough. That was not great. And they know it. They know it. You could tell. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody. Bye. The sports trailers, though, they were exciting.